Welcome back. I am your co-host, Samantha Farlow with the Garrison Public Affairs Office.
I am Specialist Kyra Pearl with 11th Corps Signal Brigade.
And I am Specialist Garrett Dacko with 11th Corps Signal Brigade.
And this is Fort Hood's Great Big Podcast. We have with us today currently two very special guests, one other special guest upcoming later. Ladies, would you like to introduce yourselves?
My name is Tracy Parmer. I am the recruiter for the Armed Services Blood Program, and I am here at the Robertson Donor Center to save lives.
And I am Sergeant Emenke. I'm a lab tech, and I am also in the Army, so I'm whatever they need me to be that day. Sometimes I'm the recruiter.
Very true statement.
That's awesome.
She helps a lot because I'm not here all the time. I'm only here for about 3 or 4 days once a month. I'm actually in Lackland and in San Antonio, so I drive up here once a month. And in that, when I'm not here,
I go out and do my best to be as good as she is.
Yes.
Nowhere near.
oh my goodness.
Nowhere near. But I do try.
Well, we appreciate you guys being on the podcast with us today. So we're going to be talking all things Robertson Blood Center. Why don't we just go ahead and start it off with, why are you guys here? What is your day-to-day, the purpose? What do you guys do?
Robertson Blood Center. So the donor center, and Robertson Blood Center and all military blood centers are here for soldiers downrange, and all service members. I'm sorry, not just soldiers. All service members downrange, and service members here in the States, over the world, all over the world, wherever there's an Army base, wherever there's a military base, a hospital, VA hospitals. We are here to provide blood, life-saving blood, and blood components to our service members and their family members in need.
Yes, so we usually what happens is when you donate blood, we send it off to help the people that are protecting our freedom. But what happens is on the worst day of their life, when they need blood, they have to come back to the States and they have to be treated somewhere. And they're going to end up at one of two places, either at Walter Reed or at SAMC in San Antonio. And so we pick their care back up there. So any military treatment facility, any ship, any place where military members, family members, or veterans are wounded or injured and need blood for whatever the reason, be it cancer, be it their child was in an accident because they were injured, or whatever it is, we support them with blood products. And the only way that we can do that is if every single solitary person that is eligible to donate donates.
That's right.
Oh, wow. That really puts things into perspective.
Well, that is honestly really interesting. You guys clearly seem to do a lot here and take care of a lot of different people. With that, you guys obviously have to get blood from people. Like you were saying, everybody's got to donate.
Right.
So what is the process? What can people just show up here? Do you guys go out places?
So yes, people can show up, and she's going to talk about showing up here. First, what I do is as a recruiter is I go out and I beg you to do it.
Okay.
People ask me all the time. They say, ma'am, how do you like your job when you beg every day? And I do. Every day I come to work and I beg for somebody's life that I'm never going to see. So after I come out and beg your units to have a blood drive, get you guys to understand the importance of donating blood, why you have to do it, then you come to the donor center and
we're here. Yeah. So like she said, we're all of this stuff is for people. It's to save a life of someone we never see. This information about the blood is just not well known. About donating blood is not well known, and it's just so much confusion behind it of whether or not I can and cannot donate. There is a lot of things that can get you turned away. However, those things are just not as common as people may think. So come in. I think we missed that. We missed getting that part out. Come in and at least try.
Yeah.
We are open Monday through Friday, 07:30 to 15:30. You can come in and
7 a.m. to 3:30. Is that
Yep,
3:30 p.m. for those who do not speak military.
7:30 in the morning until 3:30 in the afternoon.
Thank
We're here, and you can walk through these doors anytime and ask questions or attempt to donate. You can be a service member. You can be a family member. You can be a friend. You can be whatever you want to be.
You just have to have base access. You have to have
That's
an
all.
ID card, CAT card that we all smiled so happily to get. You got one of those and you was happy when you got that card. You're going to be happy to donate blood. So when you first come into the donor center, you're going to be greeted by our receptionist. The receptionist is going to give you your donor card and you're going to fill it out. It seems like a lot to fill out, but the thing is, it's all about you.
Right.
It's a whole lot of lines and a
Stuff
whole
you
lot of
should
questions,
know.
but it's all stuff about you. So you're going to
it.
be fine
You're gonna
when
pass
you
the
come
test.
in. Yes. If you can
You'll
be
pass
you,
your own test.
you can pass the
Yeah.
test.
Exactly.
Right? So then after you fill out the donor card and everything is filled out, the next step in the donation process.
Is interview.
Okay.
That's this
Yeah.
room that we're in. We don't have everything set up how it is in the next rooms, but it's the interview process. That's where they make the determination of whether or not you can or cannot donate. We come in, we stick you, get you a very quick blood sample to make sure you have good iron levels. We make sure your blood pressure is good and your temperature. If you're feeling well that day, for the most part, that's it.
Oh,
And if you,
pretty easy.
it's very,
Yeah.
very easy. The questions that they ask, it is a yes or no questions, and it's a computer click. You're
Oh.
not even writing anything. You're
Nice.
just clicking on it's a
Automated.
Yeah.
automated process. There
Okay.
you go.
Yep, it's automated. And so then after you finish that part, then you actually go and do the donation.
Okay.
So a lot of people, when we say, oh, you're going to be here for like an hour, they think that the needle is going to be in their arm for
Right.
an hour.
Like, no.
When in all actuality, it's only going to be in there for about 9-10 minutes.
Okay.
And
Wow.
then the rest of the time is spent in refreshments.
That's
Oh, love that.
Nice.
See, it's getting better. It's getting
Yeah, that
better
sounds
as we go.
nice.
Yeah. So then the refreshments happen. And then, of course, we try to thank everyone with a T-shirt. We have different kinds of T-shirts that we give the donors as well.
That's awesome.
So I know you were talking about there are some requirements for donating. Could you name a couple of them that people might get declined for?
Yes, the most commons.
So there are travel restrictions. That's so far has been the most common. It's
Right.
the travel restrictions. So, so there's been a change. There's been a change recently to Germany was like Europe, not Germany specific.
Right.
Europe was a big turnaround. We're in the military. We're in the army. Everybody is going over there. Everyone's
Yeah.
traveling over there. So a certain time frame, at one point there was a certain time frame. If you were there from this year to this year,
From 1980 to 1996.
1980 to 1996.
Okay.
See, I said I wanted to be like her.
She was on it there.
Because I can't remember that stuff. Then you couldn't donate. That has changed. That's changed.
Okay.
So those restrictions, like I said, it's a tiny thing.
Right.
So because those restrictions changed, if you think 1980 to 1996, that's a long time.
Yeah.
So if you were there for longer than 6 months during that time, you were ineligible to donate indefinitely. And it
Wow.
was because of mad cow disease.
Yeah.
Well, now the FDA has come back out, because that's who we're governed by, and said, let's change these restrictions.
Okay.
And so as that's happened, a lot of people that were not able to donate are now eligible to donate
Okay.
again.
Well, that's
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah. And one of the other things is tattoos.
Okay.
Tattoos is a big one. It used to be that if you got a tattoo, you were deferred for a year.
Okay.
Well, now in some states, it's a couple weeks
Okay.
or 3 months, depending
Wow.
on whether or not the FDA is governing and inspecting those tattoo parlors.
Right.
And so that's why. So now it used to be, oh, I got a tattoo, I can't donate for a year. And now when I go there, I'm like, well, where'd you get your tattoo at?
Right.
Oh, in Texas?
Yeah.
Oh, you're good.
Don't worry, you're good.
Don't worry about that. We've got you covered. Just come on in. Come on in. So,
Exactly.
yeah. And then medications. A lot of medications used to not keep you from donating, but now that list has has gotten a lot smaller as well.
Okay.
So that's why we like people to come in and talk to us and ask questions. Don't defer yourself before you come and see us.
Right.
Come and see us or call us
Yeah.
and let us know what the what your questions are, and we can answer them. And the other one is weight.
Yes.
I always talk about weight. Always talk about weight, because people are like, the military people, some of the kids. I'm old, but some of the kids, they are really small, and you have to weigh at least 116 pounds to donate blood. And they're like, I want to donate. And I'm like, well, just be a POC. There's no weight restriction on being a POC. Be a POC and help me save somebody's life.
Yeah.
But you have to weigh at least 116. And what usually goes behind that is if you don't weigh 116, keep living and keep eating. And I promise you, you too will get there.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yes.
Guarantee. Well, that's awesome. I have only one other question for the two of you, and then we'll have somebody else on, which is very exciting.
Yes.
COVID-related policies. Has COVID changed anything when it comes to donating blood?
I don't know. COVID's changed a lot with donating blood. I'm going to let her answer that. But let me tell you, COVID has made everybody wash their hands.
Yeah, that's good.
Everybody
Yeah.
washes their
Health-wise,
hands
it's
now.
made everyone much more conscious
Yes.
about what they're doing every day.
I'm telling you, hand sanitizer and washing hands is the most important thing now.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, we can go back to COVID now.
Right. So, yes, of course, COVID has changed things. We wear a mask now. Any building here on Fort Hood, you have to wear a mask. So the same applies here at Robertson Blood Center. When you come through the door, you have to be wearing a mask through the entire process. And then also, if you're not feeling well that day, you shouldn't come in. But
Right.
that has always been in place here.
Right.
If you're not feeling well, then we don't collect your blood, because that blood is going to someone. Someone is
Correct.
actually using it. So that's it. That's it.
Wow.
Other than that, our doors are open.
Okay.
Our doors are open.
Open.
That's
Yes.
good to know.
Oh, okay. So the vaccination status doesn't.
Oh, no, it did before. Pfizer. If you have a Pfizer, if you got the Pfizer vaccine, there is no
Moderna either, right?
Moderna. Oh,
And only
sorry.
if it's that's our great director out here directing us. He's really
Yeah.
good at that. So we're answering this question, but we're looking at
Yes.
him for the yes or the no. So he is our next guest.
Yes,
let's
so we
save
can
that
save
question.
that
Right,
and
right.
bring him on. Well,
Yes.
we want to say thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having
and
me.
we will be right back.
All right.
Hey, it's Melissa here from Fort Hood Shelter and Adoptions. Now is a great time to stop by and see what furry friends they have waiting for their forever home. Or, down boy, you can follow their Facebook page called Fort Hood Shelter and Adoptions. The great thing about pets that come from Fort Hood Shelter and Adoptions is, alright now, be good, they're practically free. Well, sometimes they're free. They just need a good mommy or daddy. So stop by Fort Hood Shelter and Adoptions. Check the Facebook page of Fort Hood Shelter and Adoptions, or even call Fort Hood Shelter and Adoptions at 254-287-4675 to make someone very, very happy.
Hello, sir. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Captain Listerud. I'm the director of the Robertson Blood Center.
Well, welcome on our show today. We appreciate you being here.
Oh, thank you.
So when we took our break, we were talking about COVID and your relation with your vaccine to donating. And I know we had a little bit of can you with certain vaccines or not. So do you want to tell us a little bit about that? Answer that question.
Yeah, so here, any COVID vaccine has no deferral or no wait.
Okay.
So if you come in, you can get the vaccine in the morning and you can donate in the afternoon.
Oh, wow.
And then, are we allowed to donate if we have had the COVID vaccine and if we haven't, or is there any
Absolutely.
rules?
If you've had COVID, we just ask that you wait 2 weeks and make sure that you have no symptoms, and then you're free to donate. And in fact, we do have an apheresis program for people who have had COVID. where we would actually like to collect their plasma and use it for a program that can go into research studies or go into actually help other patients who have COVID recover faster.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's really cool.
That's awesome. So not only do they want you to come in if you've had COVID, they're looking for extra.
Yes.
Speaking of coming in, is there any blood drive coming up soon, or how can units set up a blood drive?
Oh, fantastic questions. Setting up a blood drive is as easy as giving us a call here at Robertson Blood Center and getting a hold of any one of us here. We will then probably put you in contact with Tracy here, who will set you up on the calendar in order to either come into our facility and do a blood drive, or if we have the staff available, we can come to your site and do a blood drive as well.
Oh,
That's really cool. What the
that's very easy.
It is super easy.
It is. And one of the things that COVID has done is once COVID shut everything down, it made us lose contact with all of the different units here. So now that COVID is saying, yes, come back outside, we need units to come and start doing blood drives again. And people to come and start doing blood drives again. Because you remember we were on lockdown. You couldn't go anywhere. You couldn't be around anybody. Well, now you can have blood drives. And so we need units and unit sponsors to do that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I honestly thought it was going to have a lot more steps to
Yeah.
it than that.
Just call.
Just call.
That's so simple. So I have one final question. What is, I know you guys, are doing really important work here. Can you just kind of sum up what you guys do, what your mission, the mission of this amazing place?
Absolutely. So our primary job here is to support blood contingency operations worldwide. Anywhere there is a need for blood in a military service, whether it be the Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines, Coast Guard, if there is a need for blood, our job is to support that blood. That is mission number one for us. Our blood will go to the Armed Services Blood Program, and we will meet their quotas. After we've met their quotas, our second mission is to support here on Fort Hood Kardamsi's blood requirements. And if I may caveat just a little bit here and getting to something that has hit us in the last couple of weeks, which is kind of was important to us and important to Fort Hood. Kardamsi ran out of blood.
Wow.
Just a couple of weeks ago.
Wow.
They reached out to the civilian sector, to Carter Blood Services. They were out of blood.
Oh my goodness.
They then reached out to us. And like I said, they are our second mission. And so we scrambled. We did whatever we could to pull blood from not only our reserves, we pulled blood from other blood donation sites nationwide in order to help out Kardamsi. The reason why I'm saying this is because Fort Hood has a blood need far and above other forts around the nation right now. We are very low.
Yeah.
And the support from Fort Hood is what will get us to the point where we can not only support our first mission, but the second mission here at Fort Hood. And for the people that might be listening to this, that's maybe yourself. That's maybe your battle buddy. That is maybe your spouse or your kids who are there, who need blood immediately. And like Tracy said, on the worst day of your life, this is the time you need that product. And we can't provide that unless we get the donors in to help us out.
See why he's the director?
Yeah. That was amazing. I had no clue. Wow. Okay. Well, is there anything else that you think is absolutely vital that we get out there? Anything you want to add?
Being a donor is sometimes a scary proposition. Sometimes coming in and the idea of facing the end of a needle.
Yeah.
But we face challenges as soldiers every day that are difficult. We face things that are a lot harder and more difficult than a small little needle. We have signed a blank check to our government that includes life, limb, and blood.
Yeah.
And if we're not out on the battlefield donating that blood, maybe we can save somebody on that battlefield by donating that blood here.
That's incredible.
It's a very powerful sentiment.
Very powerful.
It is.
Yes.
And after that, all I can say is raise up a sleeve and come to the donor center and give blood.
Absolutely. Well, one quick final thing. Is there a phone number? Good phone number you guys
Absolutely.
have? I know we've talked a lot about calling, especially now. Everyone's got all this amazing information and amazing reasons why they should come in. A great phone number would be.
Yeah. So let's start with the address. We're at
Yes.
building 2250, 761st Tank Battalion. Phone number is 254-285-4411. And if you want to get a hold of Tracy directly, it's CherylTParmer.civ@mail.mil. I'll spell it out. CherylT.P-A-R-M-E-R.CIV@mail.mil.
Perfect. And that phone number one more time.
254-285-4411.
I will definitely be calling for my unit. I don't know how, but 11 Sig will be here, I promise.
Yes.
We got one already on the hook.
That's it. That's great.
If I can add just
Yeah,
one last
absolutely.
little piece here. If there are commanders who are listening to this, who are considering incentivizing this program and encouraging this program, there are other things that they can do as commanders. They can do, 3-day passes or 4-day passes where
Okay.
appropriate.
Oh.
PT off in the morning or the rest of the day off after a donation. Those are all within the discretion of commanders to decide for their soldiers what's appropriate. Here at Robertson, we also would like to incentivize people to come in. Your first time in, we'll probably give you a t-shirt, maybe a pen, and a couple other nice things. Your second time in, we're going to give you a little bit nicer things. Your third time, even nicer than the second.
Ooh.
Fourth, if you can pull a fourth, we've got some very fantastic goodies in that goodie bag you're going to be getting. If you can make a fifth or a sixth, we have some spectacular incentives. And we'll show
Leave it
you
at
when
that.
you come
Yeah.
in.
Leave it at that.
I have a question.
Yes.
Sir, what about the LOAs for the soldiers that come in and donate?
Oh, the COAs.
COAs.
Yep, the Certificates of Achievement. So if you're able to come in and donate 4 times within a 12-month period, we will put you in for Certificate of Achievement.
Wow.
For some people, that could translate into promotion points. Also, if you are able to refer 7 people who are then successful in donating, go all the way through and make a successful donation, we will also put you in for Certificate of Achievement.
Wow.
See?
You people out there listening have quite the challenge. We can get so many people in.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, I know I'm looking forward to finding out what all of those little goodies are going to be. So we want to say thank you guys so much for being on the show with us today.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for your time and thanks for coming.
If you've got problems and feel like you just can't get answers, there's a place for you to turn. The Inspector General's Hotline. They take your issues seriously. If you're at the end of your rope and need someone to reach out to, grab a pen and take down this number. 254-287-7209. That's 254-287-7209. The Fort Hood office of the Inspector General. They inspect generals, so you don't have to.
All right. We are currently not only just here at the Robertson Blood Center, but one of our amazing co-hosts. You are donating currently.
Yes, currently I have a needle in my arm and red stuff is coming out.
Don't look
So-
at it.
Gross,
Don't
yes.
look at it. I don't want anyone passing out on air.
No, like they said, you can only pass out on Fridays.
Right.
At
of course.
16:30.
Yes.
16:30 on Fridays is pass out time.
On the bright side, did you know right now you are saving up to 3 lives?
I did not know that.
Yes.
Wow. A whole 3 lives from
whole
this
3
little
lives.
blood?
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right. That
Good
makes
job.
it worth
Yeah.
it. I feel proud.
You should. We're proud of you.
Well,
Very,
thank
very
you.
proud. You can do it again in 56 days, too.
Yes, but no
Okay.
sooner than that.
Okay, thank goodness.
Yeah.
I don't think I could any sooner. 56 is perfect.
Yeah.
So this building is called the Robertson Blood Center, and I just
Robertson. Yeah.
I just
Yes.
realized RBC, red blood cell.
Wow.
I think they did
We
that on
love
purpose.
puns.
Something tells me they did that on purpose. Speaking of puns, okay.
Oh, boy.
So in the front office, when you first walk in, they have this foam red blood cell that you can take a photo with, and it says RBC selfie, like a red blood cell.
Don't tell me it's a red blood cell.
Yes, it's a red blood cell.
Oh my goodness.
That's how they get you with those puns.
It's the dad jokes.
I
Yeah.
love puns.
It pulls you in, and then you're stuck
does.
here, and
Now
then
you're
you're
stuck.
giving your blood all of a sudden.
Look where I
Yeah,
am.
look what happened to
My
you.
goodness.
You come in for a photo, and
Now I'm giving blood.
now they're taking
You
your
leave
blood.
saving lives.
Yeah, that's
Well,
right. But you do get
that's the important
snacks
part.
after.
I do get
Yeah,
snacks.
you can't be mad about
Actually,
snacks.
that's how they swindled me.
Oh,
They
You
said
heard
they're
that there was
snacks.
free snacks,
I
and you
heard
said,
free
"I'm
s- I
showing
heard
up for those."
cookies. I heard cookies, and I was like, "Yep, take what you need. Let's do this."
I'll be here every 56 days for my free cookies.
Exactly, and a free shirt.
Wow.
Today's my first time giving blood, so I got a nice, awesome
yeah.
free shirt.
Yeah, we heard all about the free goodies you can get. So you get a free shirt, and then after that, it's a mystery what you can get. They get nicer and nicer every time.
but they won't tell you ahead of time.
yeah, you got to
do
come
it.
in and do it to find out what
All
they
right,
are.
well,
So
I'm marking my calendar.
yeah, 56 days from now, you'll be back here to
I'm
get whatever the
getting
next
my
group.
mystery prize.
Yeah.
Door number 2. Let's go.
Apparently, they get better and better when you get all the way up to like 7 donations.
7
Yeah.
donations.
Yeah. So you have quite the level of prizes to snag.
Well, I got a good thing I'm starting now because I got to get to 7.
That's right. Yeah.
That's my goal.
One step at a time.
Yes.
Exactly.
Well, anything you guys want to share for a little ending?
Donate.
Yes. Make sure to donate. How
Yes.
you doing over there? You doing okay?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Well,
please,
good.
Please donate. It's a lot easier than you think.
Yeah.
That's the important part. And
First-hand experience here.
Yes.
Yes,
And they
literally
make it, they
personal
make you
experience.
very comfortable. You get a nice, lovely chair.
Yeah. You look really
Oh,
comfortable.
I'm living the dream over
Yeah,
here.
like I might sneak in here and take a nap on these chairs.
I just might.
Well, cool. Well, thanks everybody for listening. Sounds like you're almost done there.
Just about.
Well, thanks everyone for listening. We appreciate. Be sure to tune in next week.
Bye.
This podcast is a U.S. Army Garrison Fort Hood and Fort Hood Public Affairs production. The show's theme music is written and produced by Delicious Allstars. All our music is obtained through Filter by Songtrader. Have a question or want to share some insights with us? Email us at forthoodpao@gmail.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at USAG Fort Hood. And as always, be sure to leave a review and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.